Everyone, I'm Dhruvit from Georgia Tech. Today I'm going to be share my progress on a project called Designing a System Equity Framework for STEM Education. This project is about making system education fair for everyone, and I'm excited to show you what we have done. In this slide, I'll be covering like the most important thing, why does this project matter? And what is the overview of the project, right? So why does it matter is because currently is in the STEM system, there is a big diversity gap. Um, Note, even though many people are from minority groups, such as 40% of the population, from that, only 13% hold STEM jobs, right? So this shows that our education system has some unfair systems which has to stop people from getting into STEM. So my goal is to create a clear plan to fix these unfair problems. We want to make sure that STEM education is fair for all students for the good, right? Um, let's go to the next slide. In this slide, I'll be talking more about what exactly we are doing for the project and kind of the overview of it. So I'll be covering areas about a fair STEM plan, also a prototype tool which I have created for this, like what does it do and where exactly we are. So we are building a fair education STEM plan. Uh, this is kind of a big plan that brings together teachers, training, working with communities, and making new rules to create fair schools. The main part of our plan is the Smart Reflection tool. This is a specific computer tool for K-12 STEM teachers that uses AI. Its a purpose is to help teacher think how fair his lessons are and make sure they teach fairly every day. Right now, we have finished our first survey and we're looking at the information we collected to see how the tool is helping. Okay. Um, so here we have collected the data and shifted some gears on the focus of the analysis we have done. So from our first survey, what we learned was that what teachers believe about fairness. We asked them some questions about whether they think all students can do well, if they feel confident speaking up for fairness, and if they check their own data for fairness. Here, the chart shows that the teachers generally have strong belief in fairness. This is a very good starting point for our project, right? The strong belief means that we can focus on helping teachers put their fair ideas into action in the classroom. So that's why we have created a heat map, which gives some insights about correlation between the equity practices, which currently thus teachers are doing. Um, I have created all these visuals using Google Collaborate in Jupyter Notebook. I'll move to the next slide. So the key point here for us to demonstrate is how teachers teach now, how our tool help, which is the tool I have created. It's still in a working state. There's yet to add more features to it, using all the information we have. So the project is guided into three main questions. The first is how do teachers teach about fairness in STEM now? And we want to know like what they are already doing. Second of all is how does smart reflection tool help teachers more fairly? The key here is to know if our tool works. And the last question is how can we use both the survey numbers and teacher stories to show if our plan is working well, right? We want to use all this information we have. Um, I want to cover the area about a prototype which I have done. It's still currently in development. Um, we have made significant progress collecting information about, I got 26 responses in total from our survey, which is quite a lot. Um, so the numbers show that teachers already have strong belief in fairness. The average score is about 4.3 out of 5, if I would want to grade it. Um, we have also tested our tool with 5 teachers. The test results were really good. They used the tool about 7 minutes, picked 2 to 3 ideas to think about. The most importantly, 4 out of 5 teachers changed at least one part of the lesson because the tool they rated was really high. Again, the average was about 4.5 out of 5. Teacher also told us in their own words that the tool helped them. One teacher said, the question about student identify made me think whose voices were being heard in my lesson, right? This shows the tool led to real changes. So now I would like to show you quickly how this works. So here's a small reflection tool. It's uh, a front end page. It basically first asks for the name, right, as the greeting. Now I have added a sub feature here called explore more categories, and there's a drop down which has all the required categories for the reflection. Teachers can choose whatever category they want. For example, I'm gonna choose community and resources. Here, based on the reflection category you choose, you get a prompt saying, how can I leverage, for example, resources for partnership to make STEM content more relevant on and impactful for my students? So basically, like the STEM people are supposed to write their reflection here. Now, what exactly is just for the demo purpose? What I'll do is I'll save this reflection. Note that this tool saves the reflection here. Also, I could bookmark it right at the bottom here. Now, now there's also option to remove this bookmark if I don't want it. Um, Once I save the reflection, I could just download this and it gets you a text file. Note here, like it gives all the timestamp, the data inputted, and just a feature for the stamp people to download it. Also, there's also a feature called clear the data, which basically wipes out all the data selection and then information entered in the web page. Note, I'm also working to maybe add a AI feature just to kind of get some more insights on this tool. But this is so far what I have created as part of the current state. Now I'll switch my gear back to um, the PowerPoint presentation. As you might have seen, right, the tool helped teachers think deep about the fairness and make their lessons better. Our test shows that it really helps. Just a picture here, like how the front end page looks like. Um, cool. So as part of the next steps from here, we will be carefully checking all our information. I'll probably use the test for the numbers and look closely at the stories teacher told us. We'll put all this information together in a bigger picture as part of the final project submission. So as far as the clear plan, we have a clear plan for this project. We'll let more teachers use this tool. We'll do more interviews. I'll be providing actually the script for the interview, which we'll be doing in coming week or two in the final project. But for now, to finish our checks, we will write down what we have found in the last few weeks. We'll be writing down this in a main paper and getting ready for the presentation. The next step includes finishing the tool so that more people can use it, sharing our findings with Georgia Tech, writing down all the details, using the feedback from teachers to make sure the tool is better, and looking for money to keep the working on project. We will also add a calendar feature later. The reason why I'm highlighting money is because I would want to get consent from the Georgia Tech to see if we could leverage this tool for any of the curriculum activities the university might be using. All right. So, key points here I will want to cover is like our main goal was to finish this tool, give the teachers useful resource, and help make STEM education fair for everyone. Our result shows that the teachers already care about fairness, and our tool shows great promise in helping them think and change their lessons in real time. So I think it's working, right? Um, with your help and continued work, we believe that this project will lead to a strong final report. This report will show how teachers, communities, and classroom tools can work together to create a fair STEM practice, just as I hope. Thank you and listening for it. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out via this email. And yeah, thank you so much.